Lately, seems kind of like I have taken the shoes of Adam Sandler in anger management, and really feel like I've graduated in a lot of ways. Um, this world is absolutely amazing. But that brings me to one of today's topics, which is anger. It's uh, it's definitely useful. Um, when I was really young, I used to get in lots of fights, physical altercations. Um, there came a point where I think the last two altercations I ever had, I got to the point where I realized, that this is this is going to go too far, or I'm going to permanently destroy something that I'd rather not live without. Um, but also there's a really deep message in faith and anger, and when you go to act in violence, it's not a not a long-term positive effect. Sure, I mean, you get the respect or fear of other individuals, which is short-lived, um, and it's definitely not the respect that serves you well in life, at least not in my experience and what I've observed from other people. It takes its toll in lots of different ways, especially over a long term if it doesn't in the short term. But here's kind of where faith has stepped in and showed me, if you take that anger and put it in God's hands and realize that your quick judgments serve for survival in the short term, but in the long term, if you think on scale, the creator of the universe, however you look at it, from a scientific point, from the Big Bang, there is a creation, and the creator, God, is so large in scale that when you think of it in terms of scale, and you're so minuscule, we are so minuscule in all of this. And when you apply that to a reactionary form of violence or anger, our quick reaction is so tiny. But if we're allowing our faith in God, the Creator, or the judgment of someone who is bigger than we are, that sword of Gideon, it is so much larger and takes such a long time in relativity to take action. But when it takes action, it is absolute, and it is on point, more than a lot of us allow ourselves to see. And when we come into who we are as beings and tap into that, we become that sword, and not in our own actions, but in our grace and faith in this world, and seeing God in each and every individual, seeing the creation in each and every individual, and inherently nothing is good or bad. Therein lies the story of the tree of knowledge, good and evil. You dub something good or evil, another man, without without any intention to offend another, might find the opposite. And some things that are just simply gray areas. But that's the the knowledge of good and evil. Some things are what they are, regardless. Good and evil comes from our own perceptions of our experiences in this world and can serve us for a good purpose or a better purpose. And that, in my experience, comes with our own connection to our story, our creation, uh, his story, history, future, and our dreams, and what we believe in, faith, and what we put our energy behind. So that's my anger management course as an adult. A lot different than what I was taught: punch pillows, stuff it inside. Sometimes you have to let it loose. Um, I'm not a big fan of the way I was taught to go out and smash something or punch a pillow. It's how you work through it. And I guess I've really found my own way, which I probably share with a lot of other people. So it's not my own way, but it's the way. And that's a spiritual, real world, applicable sense of anger, fear, anxiety, and how to deal with it, and just be at peace with the way things are. I have so many experiences that show me this is an entirely peaceful world. It's just whether or not we're ready to allow it. So, Godspeed.